Despite looking like a dog's dinner alongside newer titles, retro games might just be making a comeback. That's the opinion, at least, of this eligible bachelor, who for the past 20 years has been assembling a mammoth collection of old-school games and hardware. Having collected more than 200 different machines, he's ready to unleash his passion on the rest of the world at the UK's first Classic Gaming Expo. His name is Chris Millard.
And this is my show.
The Classic Gaming Expo was a dream come true for these ageing gamers wanting to relive their past. To many of the rest of us, it looked more like a convention for what we'll charitably call anoraks.
Can you see anyone around here wearing an anorak?
We're all bonkers.
I wouldn't say they're anoraks.
Totally anoraki, but we love it.
Alright, we admit it, retro games may seem like geek fodder, but even we were won over by some of their charms. As well as the games, there were a few other relics at the show, including Matt Smith, the brains behind Manic Miner, and Andrew Oliver, co-creator of the Dizzy series, who were convinced that old can still be gold.
The early games had the real appeal because of their simplicity. I mean, it was the technology that made them simple. You couldn't dress them up in good graphics, you couldn't dress them up in good sound. You only had one thing to sell off the back of, and that was gameplay.
Well, the retro games were basically better than modern games. They were produced by people who cared about the result and who would actually want to play the games themselves.
So games look very, very flash nowadays, but a lot of all this creativity started with people just working out their bedrooms and creating all these original ideas which were all cutting edge in their own right.
You think of some of today's games where you've got controllers with 8 or 9 different buttons. You've got some of the PC games that take nearly all the keys on a keyboard, plus your mouse, plus your joystick. The days of retro, you had maybe a left, right, up and down, maybe a fire button if you were that lucky as well.
Now we think of it, the old games must have been pretty good. Publishers like Sega and Nintendo seem very keen to make us buy their classic titles all over again by re-releasing them on current platforms.
A lot of the modern companies now are realising how popular retro is becoming. I think that simplicity has an awful lot to play in the retro era. People get emotional attachments to these old games purely for the fact that they were so easy to play.
Retro game collectors may be living in the past, but where's the harm in that? Old school gaming brought us Mario, Sonic and a host of other top characters that are still popular today, and let's be honest, the games have definitely aged better than the people playing them.